Hello everyone, I'm Silverraptor and welcome back to Mechanicus. And in this episode, I think it's time to go and try to take on the boss. Is it hard? That's definitely going to be the case. The reason why I'm choosing this one is that this Plasma Calivier is, I think, better. It uses the same amount of augmentation required as the one we would get from the Void Admiral. It would reduce the energy armor every turn for all targets hit, so it just gets better and better as the machine spirit destroys energy armor and physical armor, which this, all it does is just does damage and reduces its cognition cost to 1 cognition point, which, speaking of that, this costs 4 to fire, and this costs 3, so I think this is better for our purposes. And I definitely want to get a boss done. The other missions aren't conducive in taking out a boss. For example, Ro, he is a flamethrower. I don't remember if burn causes people to start running away, but the damage is kind of low, and the cognition's a little high, so not going for the flamer. This one has an additional tech priest, but there's not enough equipment to really make it different, which I think is beneficial, and the Sicarian infiltrator, level 2. So these are only good in like the first level where you can get them in a certain position to fire, and then afterwards they fall pretty quickly, if my memory serves of how well they did. So he only has this. And this, I mean, okay, it can be good if you're going for like a full melee build where you have the axe and... Oh, wait. This also costs cognition. Okay, so this is not actually that good at all. Yeah. And then the noise reductor, reveal all enemy stats in a circle area. It costs 2. Better elsewhere. And Scaevola, this one, it's an energy weapon, which does a cone attack. And, you know, it's just gambling from 1 to 8 to do a lot of damage to little damage. We get this Qatari Rangers, whatever, but, and then there's this. This is a lie. It's not easy. I mean, this is a really strong attack, as well, but, anyways, I've talked enough. Let's go and, get the Plasma Cavalier, and I want to get the troop cost reduced by 30%. I think this is a permanent buff, not this mission buff, so let's go do this. I'm gonna throw all these guys in. We got level 2 servitors. I think we're going to need a little bit of tanking, so I'm going to get 2 of them. And then we'll get 1 Qatari Vanguard because they're just amazing. Litany of Life for emergency health is great. We need more cognition. Let's get the 9-point cognition, just because that is, we now have 7, so we can get full up. And this extra physical attack. Now, if this was against the other guy, I would definitely be keeping this because he keeps sweeping his armor back and forth, but I literally do not remember what Astronomer Ecropsis does. What's his shtick? All bosses have a gimmick. And so, since we're all in on physical, if he's like physical armor all the way, we would be just screwed. So, the next 6 attacks will ignore all armor. I'm just going to pick that, so, because we have plenty of physical attacks with axe and gun. This guy's just the axe, but then this is, you know, gun and axe. So we're going to try this. And yeah, let's get into this. Auto-reporting routines added to Tech Priest internal cogitators. Intelligence on high-value targets critical. I hope we don't run into any high-value targets. Experience dictates whatever those Xenos are, they aren't likely to welcome our intrusion into their ruins. Yet we must be prepared for the eventuality, hence by bringing Prime Hermeticon Captrix on this mission. If there are still Xenos life forms, their destruction will likely form principal objectives. Know the prey, find the prey, then the hunt commences. Secretary Operation the Tomb of Ecropsis have confirmed high-value target location. They have found Ecropsis. Confirm location of the sarcophagus of Ecropsis. I return anticipation, but also concern at this news. The chance to bring Ecropsis to battle is a valuable one, but one with great risk. Target profile indicates advanced combat capabilities and environmental advantage. Xenos weaponry and awakened protocol level unknown. As the Mad Guy Pecanium described it, high risk, high reward. Alright. My Scutari are holding a perimeter around the sarcophagus chamber, but they won't be able to do so for long. The awakening protocols are accelerating in the tomb of Acropsis. Target consciousness probable. I have modified mission parameters accordingly. Facing Acropsis directly entails great risks, Domina, but I concur with Prime Hermeticon's assessment. Destroying Lord Acropsis is worth the risk. Very well, Magos. If this works, it could make it seem the lives lost in the tomb of Acropsis were not for nothing. Dispatch the coursers, sharpen the spears. The hunt is on. She's like a rabid dog. Here's the gimmick of the boss map. It's a straight line. Every chamber just connects to the other. We have to go through every single chamber in order to get there. And when we get here, if I recall, it's going to be about like 4% awakening. So, yeah, this is definitely accelerating, but it removes a boss off the board in the final fight. Then let's move up to this here. Let's see what this is. The heretical galactic model of Acropsis. Take care, Magos. The chances of blasphemous content being present approach 100%. Reams of astronomical data flood the noosphere of the Tomb of Acropsis. The volume of information is huge, and we need the cogitators of the Castius Metallicon to make sense of it. Corrupt preventions. Attempt to corrupt the data with embedded data worms and information boxes and hope it will destroy the blasphemy forever. Refuse to countenance. Purge the data from the noosphere. Whatever insights it might grant, it should be shunned the Xeno heresy. Run the data through the ship's cogitators. Understanding it comes to galactic view may be useful for fighting. Okay. So this is bad. I can just tell right away, because you don't want Necrons to be able to access your tech. This might be alright. Refuse to countenance. And then there's corrupt for vengeance. Let's refuse to countenance. Hey! Reduction in Necron initiative decreased. Yep. Okay, so I forgot to read that, sorry. But yeah, we now have the initiative advantage, so we will be able to do our first strikes. Let's move on forward. What do we got here? Yep, has been detected. We are not welcome here. This is not our world. The lords of the Necrons own this world, and soon they will own all others. It is our duty to obey them. I wonder why he's not speaking. A rare direct communication from the Xenos. It is as disquieting as it is exciting. There may be much to learn, Magos, but take the greatest care. Oh, an insidious whisper. Words its way through the noosphere, infecting the awareness of everyone connected to it. It appears as an intercepted thought of the minds of everyone in the Tomb of Acropsis at once. Address the truth, transmits word of admonition to the troops of the Tomb of Acropsis to remind them of their duty. Upload the intrusive thought patterns to a quarantine cogitator to study it. Perish the thought, enact a session of self-castigation, punish the cohorts for having such a thought. Okay, so here's my thought process. This is bad. Punishing is literally in the word, we would hurt ourselves. Address the troops. As far as my experience, what I'm thinking was, if I pick this, is that if he's talking, and then we try to talk over it, that's just going to overload their poor computer brains and hurt them, or some kind of malicious intent. This said quarantined. And this is... Normally you don't want to do any kind of uploading to Necron, but this says quarantine. Quarantine implies it's completely separate from all the other network and can be observed separate. Screw it. You know what? I'm all in for this. Let's just analyze this, just because it says quarantine. Fascinating. Necrons equal adaptive Xenos. If Necron plus Imperial Tech equal altered variation, evolved thought processes, then Mechanicus plus Necron Tech may hold the same answer. Oh, Scabola, please do not engage in Xenotech heresy. Oh, +3 cognition. Okay, that was the right one. The interstellar thought is shown to be complex data plague of cunning and devious design, certainly Xenos in origin, but created to use against the human mind. This revelation is disturbing since it means the Necrons are more adaptive than previously thought. It provides rare insight into their mindsets and capabilities. Okay, that worked out. Alright, road time. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I think this, yeah, we've determined this is cognition, and this is Blackstone. Let's go with Blackstone. Thinking about the future. Always use Blackstone. Alright, next one. This will get us to level 2. After Necrons in battle. This chamber contains several empty sarcophagi, some of which seem to have malfunctioned and show signs of having exploded or caught fire during the awakening process. Any destroyed Necrons have teleported away, but there may be some intelligence gleaned from the damaged devices. Search. Examine the damaged sarcophagi. There's a catch. Scavenge. Loot the sarcophagi for valuable materials. Okay. Shatter. Smash the attack sarcophagi to ensure they cannot be used again. They're already destroyed, so shattering it probably won't do that. Scavenge or search? Well, search implies that you are checking it out and making sure that nothing dangerous happens. Scavenge just means, hey, look, free stuff. I'm sure we'd get Blackstone from this, but given that there's a search, I think there's a trap, so we're just going to search it. Extra cognition, I'll take. The cohorts carefully check the damaged component clues. They find a few damaged Necron components that did not teleport away with the rest of the parent construct. The cohort take these for later examination. Okay. So far, so good. I think I'm guessing this correctly. Alright. What hatred the weak have for that which they do not know, for they know it was made by the strong. Oh, God. Ugh. A synthesized voice echoes through the tube of Acropsis, transmitted directly to the comms unit of every trooper in the tube. Caution! Ignore the transmission. It's a crude attempt to distract the tech briefs from their mission. Consecration. Cleanse the cohort's mind with a prayer session. Contempt. Respond with curses and prayers. Transmit high volumes in the tube. Okay, so this is the problem. The contempt, I know will hurt. Some kind of malicious, because we are basically trying to shout over each other, and I think that's heard us in the past, and that vague recollection that was kind of the connection from many things that have bit me in the butt from my previous playthroughs. Sorry, forgot to do something. So caution. So the thing is about caution is, while it's like sometimes it can be good to ignore, the downside is that if you ignore it, sometimes it will still attack you. So that just leaves with cleanse the cohort's mind with prayer session. Now, I know I've been hard on Phoenix, but it's not because the prayer session is wrong. It's just that all he speaks is scripture. Like, have your own thoughts, man, but cleansing the mind sounds right. So we'll try the consecration. Got more cognition. The cohorts intone prayers of mental strength and repulsion towards the enemy. Their spirits are shored up against the enemy's attempt to demoralize them. Our Skatari units follow suit, fending off the corruption of the Tomb of Acropsis with a wave of piety and prayer. Perfect. Alright. Another glyph, another glyph, another glyph. Let's see what the glyph is. Oh, we've got 3. Okay, here. This I know hurts. This I know will probably hurt as well. Which one's this? I'm gonna pick this one because I know the other 2 will hurt. So let's see if this one hurts. Blackstone! Okay, so the little symbol pointing down with a little circle at the bottom end is Blackstone. Good to know. And then we'll get up to level 3. Okay, Necrons reanimate 1 turn faster. And this is it. Whew, oh boy. Let's go. Full cognition, full health. This is the best we can happen. There it is, the sarcophagus of Acropsis. Looks like he sees himself as the center of the universe.
I told you. I warned you. This world is ours. This galaxy is ours. But you do not listen. The weak are ignorant, for they fear the knowledge of the strong.
Why was he not talking in the other times that we saw him? Was that because those were mission objectives? I don't know. Thrones of Mars, what was that?
You know what it is. You have always known. Did you think it would not come to this? You, whose existence is war, whose first terror is peace. Did you think you would destroy us without a fight?
Target awareness confirmed. Awakening complete. Code Minotaur in effect. Eliminate high-value target with extreme prejudice. Ahead lies the grand and ornate coffin at the center of the clockwork armory of stars and planets orbiting sarcophagus. Besiege the Messiah. Use a few moments before Acropsis awakening to pray for deliverance and strength. Seize the initiative. Don't wait for Acropsis to fully awaken. Open fire on the sarcophagus immediately. Prepare the defenses. Use the seconds before Acropsis awakens and set up the barricade to fight. Okay. This sounds like it would give us cognition. This sounds like it would give us initiative. We have full cognition and the initiative already. I'd rather, you know, have some barricades. Let's try this. Prepare the defenses. Oh my gosh. The horde search for debris to form a barricade, but the sarcophagus chamber is too well kept by the tomb's scarab constructs for there to be any such abundance of scrap and junk. The cult are still trying to set up the makeshift defenses, but the sarcophagus opens. Okay, so that hurt us. We got something that hurt us. Okay. Mr. Spooky is on the field. Ooh. There's only 4 cognition sources. I'm glad I brought 2 servitor. Oh, hello. Shock. Odd. No data records in the slightest. Data fact. Normally small data files on each Necron form. Overwhelmingly excited statement. This is chance to insert plus name for Necron pattern directory. You knew about the Necrons before your research on this mission? Truce? Yes. I'm sure that in the scriptures of Talon Cog it states, volume .09, page 3, wary of those who wonder. I fear you step too close to heresy, Scaevola. Heresy it is not. My goal equal learn my enemy to improve my assistance capabilities to mission. I agree in learning the Xenos. We can better combat them if we keep to our traditions. We might falter for lack of knowledge. We'll name new Xenos Joy. Name will be equal plus Varguard, Necron Varguard, and Imperial Gothic. Okay, destroy the target. Okay, let's see. You here. As you go first, you go here. You go here. And we'll have a Skitarii Vanguard ready. And start the battle. Okay, alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of move up. And I'm just going to blast him with something I know is going to do damage. Let's do the Gauss Gamma pistol. So here we go. Oh! Oh. Swap. Okay, they have the ability to swap. Well, it's a good thing I used the Gauss Gamma pistol. You know what? Okay, I'm just going to use this. Reveal the statistics. Hello. Okay. He's energy resistant. Oh, okay. Let's use the macro stubber. We're using a lot of our cognition here. Okay, 5 damage, corrupted technology, big whoop. And then we're double heal, so we can't really follow up with that. Oh, I should have used this. Oh well, that's for next turn. And we're just gonna fall back. And prepare it begins. Alright, this guy is up. Okay. Trying to see. Okay, well he's going to be resistant to this. So let me just go on up here. And then let's get this guy's health. Okay, he's resistant to physical. That's good to know. Well, I can at least charge it up. Can't do anything else this turn. This guy's going to give us another cognition, so I'm just going to use this time to just fall back.
process.
Okay. Okay, cognition is achieved. Let's get some cognition. Okay. And then if I move up, say here. And then we use this. And you're thinking, what are you doing? I'm thinking we are going to use this. Let's use this to get all of our cognition back. And then we are all bonused up with all physical attacks, do more damage. Let's try to just kill this guy at the start. 6 damage. Alright. Let's run on up. Okay. We're going to poke this guy. And... because he's going to give us a cognition, I'm not going to poke him with this just yet. Okay, he's down. Get the cognition back. And then... oh! Then we can just delete his corpse. That worked out. And then I'm just going to go over here. Just so that we can just harvest cognition. Alright. And turn. And now your turn. Do you have anyone that you can... that's within range that you can hit? I'm just going to delay. Let them move up.
I have seen the true form of the galaxy. It does not include you.
Yeah. Woe is us. Okay. Endless legions. Oh no. That means there's going to be more Necrons in there. Necron warrior and another Varga. I just got rid of one of them. Oh boy. Oh no. Our Skitari! Okay, 3 damage. That guy needs to die. Okay, that's kind of scary. Let's blast this guy. Oh my god, swap. And I have no idea how much damage I did to him. Alright, I'm gonna put you right next to this guy. Thank you. Okay, these go up. Yeah, we are going to need servitors, I think. And then you go here. Okay, we are repairing. Okay, and we got our cognition back. Excellent. I'm trying to think about what to do. Well, I could go up here, use this to be able to briefly blast this guy with this. Oh, swap. Okay, well, I know it did damage. How much? I don't know. Sure, I'm just going to follow up. I have no idea if this is going to be doing any damage. Drop the technology, that's fine. I'm actually going to come over here and use this to heal this Skitari. And then we're just going to end our turn with this guy. Repair. Oh, the initiative's reset. Okay. Endlessly. Need more reinforcements? Okay. Necron warrior. Okay, he's moving up. He's moving. Okay, just barely out of range of him. Okay, provocation. Let's move up. I wonder if he'll swap again. Yeah, he will. Okay. So, Servitor did its job. Okay, the armor helped a bit. We got some cognition from that. Necron Warrior is moving up. Okay, he's out of range. Okay, we're going to lose our... Oh, no, we're not. Phew. Okay. Let's use this. And we'll just tuck us in here. Actually, no, here. This will give... Because it says here... become a priority target for all enemies within range. Which I think... Yeah, it says 3.5 meters. Okay, so you're going to move up. And not very far. Okay, here we go. I'm going to move here. Let's figure out this guy's stats. Oh, okay, so we did... That's plenty of damage. Yeah, let's blast him by ignoring his armor. Yeah, it costs 2. I'm going to move up. I'm going to grab some cognition from him. And then we're going to hit him with the axe. We have a 2 out of 3 chance to kill him, and we got the 1/3 where we don't. Okay, he's moving up. Alright. Let's figure out your stats. Machine Spirit. Oh! Okay, good. But these are all physical damage, so... I have a crazy idea. Okay, so... I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna use this on him, because I know it's not gonna do any damage to him. And then we are going to move up. I actually want to repair this guy. Okay, he's fully healed, so he might be able to withstand another hit or more cognition. And then we're going to hit the Machine Spirit on this guy. Now he can't move. We're going to get the extra cognition. And opportunity attack. They should go for him, right? Oh, I'm gonna risk it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I want to kill this guy here. So let's just blast him here. And we get cognition for a hit. And then we'll end our turn. Okay. Zealous Metals, we are repaired. Let's see. Only because, yeah, I want to reveal his stats. He is physical. Okay, I can at least do this, which will get through for sure. Machine Spirit. Critical damage, I will take. Okay. And then... Okay, so he's there. He is physical, but he can't get into range. So I will actually just kind of move up and just kind of end the turn there. We'll repair. Don't tell me you're going to...
This is the drawing of your final night.
Don't tell me he's going to call in more reinforcements. Endless Legion, yes he is. Oh god. Necron Warrior. At least it's just one. Okay. 4 damage. We survived. We're getting more cognition. And we've got the Machine Spirit charged, so I'm just going to go for the one that I know will do something. Or, well, have a chance to do something. And then we'll end our turn. Okay. And then there's our cognition. Necron Warrior moves up. Ow. I should have backed off. Okay. Well, you could be useful. You can get rid of this corpse. Excuse me, thank you. And then we will move the servitor here. Necron's moving up. I think we're out of range. Yes, we are. Okay. I think I want to figure out what damage that guy is to know if we're actually doing anything. So let's blast him. Physical, but we haven't really done anything. Okay. Let's figure out this guy's stats. Okay, so he's energy, so this Guitar Vanguard can go after him. Okay. And then let's blast this guy. 6 damage. You know what? Yeah, I am going to here. Yeah, I think this will work. Machine Spirit. We even destroyed his armor. We removed that. And then I'm going to move here. I'm going to repair this guy. And then with our movement speed, we will move over to get this cognition. Who's going next? You're going next? Okay. And turn. That's fine. He's got his armor up. Okay. Necron Warrior's moving up. Okay, we're repairing. And give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Let's get some cognition. I think we're going to have to repair. We're not going to do any damage with this, so let's remove this corpse. Yeah, we're going to use cognition just to get the blazes out of here. We're going to take this opportunity attack. Yep. But running. And then Distant Prayer. Okay. Good, we're repair. Let's get this here. Okay, and this we can hurt this guy with this because it's energy. 1 damage is still damage. Oh, we just barely can't reach that. I should have used the Servitor skull over there, but we'll go over here at least, and then we can hit this guy. Does more damage with Machine Spirit. Okay, 4 damage. Okay, we'll end the turn. Auto repair. Go. Oh, extra damage? Okay, goodbye, Necron Warrior. Excellent. I'm gonna put him over here. Alright. There we go. We've got everyone on an obelisk. So we're getting cognition. Okay, you. Let's see. You both have armor. I think it's time. Let's ignore all armor for the next attacks. Oh, I should have waited. I should have waited for this at least. Oh well. I'm going to use this. Increase physical damage. Macro Stubber. Blast him. Because I know if I targeted him, it'd just swap. It could even swap with this, so I didn't want that to happen. Chance to kill. Go. Of course, he's still up. Yeah, I'm going to move on up here. And since it ignores armor, let's just kill him. Okay. So we're definitely reducing his swapping bodyguards. And then we're going to poke ourselves with this. Okay, we are definitely going to take some hits here. But it's fine. We got the auto repair. Oh, don't tell me. More reinforcements. Okay, we just need to kill this guy. He's just going to keep spawning stuff. Necron Warrior. Alright, here we go. Go armor. 5 damage. Ow. Okay. That's not great. We can't even leave because we can do the opportunity attack. Physical armor. We at least can get damage through with the machine spirit. 6 damage. Oh, because it ignores it. Okay. I forgot that. I guess I used that up. Okay, we're taking the Necron hit. Necron warrior hit. That's fine. We're just going to repair through that. We can do. Oh, no, that will ignore armor. So that we don't waste our ignore armor, I'm just going to delay his turn. Alright, he's still alive. Good. That gives us extra cognition. Necron warrior moves up. Oh, he's going to die from this. Okay, well, we at least get the extra cognition. Okay. Alright, you. Okay, so we repair. Okay, we need to have him dead. I can't waste that attack. Okay, so I have to... Yeah, I kind of have to go for him here. We'll use this. Try to make sure... Okay. We can go here. And since we ignore the armor... 0 to 1... Okay, yeah, it did ignore the armor. Okay. I think it was still ignoring the armor. I mean... How many do I have left? Can I check? I mean, we can walk up and hit him with the axe, which ignores the armor, which keeps him from moving. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. And then we're going to poke him with this cognition. And then we're going to take the opportunity attack. That's fine. 4 damage. Okay. Probably minimum range. I'm going to get the cognition over here. I'm going to phosphorus blaster pistol this guy so he doesn't come back up. And then we're going to repair ourselves. 2, okay, minimum repair. But we've got our guys kind of in position there. And auto repair. And now it's Skitarii Vanguard. 1 to 3. Let's keep this guy from coming back up. Good news is that all of them are just kind of down here, and we're having the fight on the stage over here. So that's kind of a grace. Oh, yes, it's our turn now. Alright. Let's blast with the Machine Spirit. He takes extra damage. I'm going to move up, because we can move away, because he uses attack of opportunity. I'm going to get more cognition. And, yeah, I'll put myself here, so the Necron Warrior can't directly attack us. And then we are going to Machine Spirit, which gives us more damage. Blast this guy. It's time to just kill the boss. Okay. And then auto repair. He shouldn't have auto attack, right? Well, we'll find out. We'll gain our cognition as well. Zealous metals. Yeah, we can move away. So we'll again use Machine Spirit so we can't move. Cover technology. Yep. And then let's move this way. And... oh. We'll make this free. And blast him with this. 7 damage. Okay, we have got him down to half health. This is actually working out. Let's do this. Repair us. 18, yeah, I'm going to use this as well. Fully heal. And then... won't do any damage. Can I use Macro Stubber on anyone else? No. See, this is the problem. I can't just willy-nilly just build up Machine Spirit on him because I'll just take damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy over here just so that we can start collecting cognition. And just get him far away. And then this Serval Skull, I'll just get this last cognition here. Yep, that's what we'll do.
I shall place a mark upon this map of the heavens to commemorate when your extinction began.
Oh boy. Okay, what enemies are you revealing now? Endless Legion. Necron Warrior. Oh boy. Okay! That got us hidden behind that. Alright, good. Serval Skull. Yeah, I probably would do that. Let's see what these guys' stats are. No armor. Okay. I can do that. Let's just keep blasting this guy as best we can. Okay, and then Gamma Pistol. Okay, and then we'll just end our turn there. You are moving up. You guys move up as well. Generating cognition and repair. Phosphorus Blaster Pistol on you. Oh, god dang it, swapped. 2 damage. Oh, but there was that guy. Okay. You know what? That works out. Because I need more cognition. And then we will axe him. 1 out of 2. Yep, we killed him. Okay, and then I think we need this for the cognition. No, we get our cognition pretty well. I don't know what else I would do with this. I would reveal one of their stats, maybe. I'm gonna save it. Yeah, save it and move this guy back. End turn. Come over here. Let's blast this guy. See if we can just reduce the amount of Necron Warriors. And then we're going to run back here and return. 5. Oh, I do not want that. Okay, well, regardless, we got it. Okay, we've got these. Okay, I'm going to move you up over here. Get this extra cognition. We are going to blast you. Machine Spirit. 6 damage. Cover technology, as expected. Let's see. Okay, that's out of range for everything. Oh, he is badly hurt. Yeah, I might as well. Do extra damage to him. He might have physical armor. I don't know. I just know it's not going to be great, and we'll get ahead. Oh boy.
The map of the future has no mark where I fell. The stars do not record my death. This did not happen.
That sounds like concern in your voice. Oh, Endless Legions. Okay. What do we got here? Immortal? Immortal detected. Database unlocked. Loading. Rizak awakened, sire. Why he locked us away from his Necron studies, I do not know, but it is fueling my emotion receptors with frustration. His naming of the Necrons is helpful, however. Loaded. Personal recording. Subject, Immortal, NN032. Subject is far more resilient than the warrior class. They also show signs of cognition where warriors possess none. Sightings of them blurting out what seem to be direct and basic orders, proof of some cognition. Okay. I think this is different than the Immortal who's just doing everything. This guy's going to hurt. Be aware of Terra weapon disintegrate molecule safe. File corrupted. Okay, great. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. This guy's gonna take a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, you move up. You move up. Okay, I'm gonna take a hit here. That's fine. Alright, let's see how badly the Immortal does it. 7 damage, I knew it. Oh god, that's painful. Talisman's medals. Well, we can kill him. I think I'm just going to rush and kill that guy. So we're going to Phosphorus Blaster pistol him. And then death comes for you. You got cognition for killing him. Is that the end, or do we have to kill all enemies? Target eliminated! We win. Mission complete. Well, it's 5 Tomb Awakening. Gosh. The heavily armored war form of the Lord Astronomer collapses, spewing sparks and flames. Its gauze coils ruptured. For a moment, it seems raw data is bleeding from the stricken Necron. Images of distant alien stars flicker through the new sphere, accompanied by millions of years of stellar migrations and galactic orbit. The necropsis is still and cold, and the Lord Astronomer of Silva Tenebris is destroyed. Target eliminated. The Skitarii report a reduction in the coordination of Necron units in the tomb already. A moral strategic success. Prime Hermeticon. Self-congratulations is illogical. High-value targets remain. Nevertheless, Captrix, a blow has been struck against the Xenos. I have the capacity to grant myself a moment of celebration from the quarantine emotional vaults. Perhaps you would benefit from the same. No celebration, no pause. The hunt, never off, always on. She is a hunting dog. Yeah, we killed our first boss. Though, like, I was really hurting for cock. 110 Blackstone because of the damage we took. Nearly the entire, a little more than the cost of the Necropsis. Okay. Okay, we're at 32%. I'm getting nervous. But we got this. So we got one boss down. Use 10 Canticles plus 6 energy damage. Okay. The next attack will deal plus 4 damage. Okay. Prayer of Plasteel. Plus 3 physical armor for a round. Oh yeah! That was that. So we have a bunch of different missions that we can do. But let's go to the cohort because we kind of need to fix some things. Okay. You. Yeah, you're fine with your bit here. You. So this. Removing this wouldn't be enough, so he needs an upgrade. What do I want? Huh. Well, I mean, what am I replacing it? That is 2? I think that's use. This could, you know, be useful, but I think we want, yeah, we want the cognition freedoms. Move that. And while this was good, we're going to make this guy more plasma-based weaponry focused. And I think, where is it? Plus 4 range for all ranged weapon. That does apply to this as well. I wish it would tell us the range on the stat cards. And for you, yeah, you were doing quite a bit of damage. This wasn't quite working. This is actually a lot of damage, I realize. Thinking here. if we... This was good. I'm going to keep this for damage. But that's 3. But he does have the reduction. Okay. It sounds like I think we're going to need to get this or more cognition soon. But oh, this is so good. But this so is this. Like this should do extra damage for multiple. Yeah, that's right. +1 damage for all attacks. This is huge. So I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to shove this on. This I need to replace with this. If I were to upgrade him, what would I upgrade him with? It was one of these. What did he not have? Legs. What does the legs give him? Plus 20% critical chance and +2 movement. Not the greatest, but going down here to be able to just revive him, pretty good. What does this do? +2 HP max, +1 energy armor. What do these do? This is just plus. Casket can't go for free. That's cool. So I think, you know what? Yeah, we're going to go with the Denarite leg augments. Even though it doesn't increase our health, the critical chance means that our attacks would do even more damage. Throw that in. Then we're going to get the Curatio Claw, so that we have extra repair. Yeah. And now for you, what upgrades do you all have? So you got Collect the Cognition, you got the Repair, Curatio Claws have -1 cooldown, restore more health. That might be where I go down. So let's see, he's got arms, chest, and legs. What is his helmet? +1 physical armor. That actually could be beneficial. There you go. So yeah, you, yeah, that's what I did. So we might not actually need the extra physical here. Just keep him kind of low cognition point usage. But then what would I replace? What would the extra benefit attachments go for? This would not be good because of how much cognition it is. If I got rid of this and put on this Curatio Claw, he'd be our repairer guy. Just these things would be off cooldown a lot. Only have 1 turn reprise. I think we want the Phosphorus Blaster Pistol to keep the stats of those guys awakened. So is this guy, because this will reduce the energy armor. And you are just energy, and you can destroy it with the energy armor. The reason why I'm having this guy's a nuker because he takes damage, so he needs to have stuff that does lots of damage. And because of that, we need to keep destroying energy armor. I think I'm going to replace it with the power axe just for more damage. This guy is a nuker for sure. He's got the cognition freedom to reduce the cognition points. The other guy's a repairer. I'm just thinking very hard. He might have to go down to Lex Mechanicus. Oh wait, I was going to get this. Right, okay, yeah, he gets both of these. And I forgot to put the legs on. Okay, yep, we have to upgrade him here. So now he can actually repair himself. Throw the legs on so he can move faster and do more damage. So he is definitely our huge nuker guy. Okay, now you. I was going back to you. Gain gain cognition upon killing the target. It doesn't have much of like bonus killing. Oh, jeez. So I don't think that would work. Would be +1 physical, +1 energy. Oh, right, I'm going down here for the ratio clause. You know, I probably could have done this from the last time, but oh well. But wait, what would be the extra? It would go there, and then the only extra double would be this, would be too much cognition. What I do like is that the level 1 stuff is not necessarily useless once you get better stuff because of the augmentation required. But the thing is, I'm trying to figure out what would I do with the double. Because this is what I would definitely want, and I'd be missing out on the extra augmentation required for all of that. I kind of want to fully upgrade this guy. But will I have enough? 290. I might not actually have enough to do it. But if anything, I could at least get him his helmet. Yeah, I don't have enough to upgrade him. Okay, well, he at least has physical armor now. Okay, well, all of my hemming and hawing has been solved. Go away. Alright. Good. Okay, well, I'll figure out what we do in the next mission. But I'm thinking because we have that line that does a lot of damage, we don't necessarily have to rush doing this. So I might do this just to get the flamethrower for the guy that we just upgraded for the extra physical damage. But hang on. Where are you? Yeah, you've got. So I'm just I'm all in on the Curatio clause. Because our energy ranged attack does a lot. This guy's just all in. Oh, this guy's just the low cognition usage weaponry. Oh, gamma pistol. Huh. I'm thinking, if I, yes, it's 1 to 2 damage, but it removes the cognition usage. This guy could just be our cognition farmer. I mean, he's only down to here. Yeah, these don't really work. This could be useful, but he doesn't have high damage output for that, so we already have so much destroying energy armor, right? Yeah, that destroys energy armor. And this also, okay, so you know what? Instead of the gamma pistol, I'm just gonna do double phosphorus blaster to help us see guys' stats. Yeah. Okay. So, with that, and then this. So I'm thinking ahead because the next tomb that we're going to go to, the Ubaggio sector, has a lot of flayed ones. And we definitely want to be having area of effect weapons. So give that guy a flamethrower on top of that, and then we can go about trying to do the rest of this. Okay, yeah, a lot of this is the Agrolec sector, so I think... Would this... No, wait, this wouldn't actually help us... Okay. Sorry. This should have been done in the next episode, or it should be done in between. I think I'll do this next. And then I'm going to try to take on this guy. To get this Volkite Blaster. To just you know, nuke a single target. And just get this mission done. But yeah, that was the episode. We killed our first boss. We're at 32%, so I just kind of need to hop to it and finish completing and beating out the others. But thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next Mechanicus video.